Welcome back to the Free Up. So, ladies, this has been a very, very interesting conversation. And with the whole, I feel like where we ended was like, men shaming women here and back home. So, the girls or the women back home, let me put it this way. Do you think you living here gives you that opportunity to free your mind, talk, put it out there? I don't care. Yeah, I hit it. I missed it. I did it. I didn't. And guys do that a lot back home.
Here.
They do it here. They do it back home. The girls back home, how do you think or how should they go about defending themselves?
I feel like they shouldn't. I feel like they shouldn't even bother with it. Like, some people think about what society say about them so much that it affects them mentally. I feel like you should just close your mind to it and just do what you keep it moving. Do what you're doing, because me personally, growing up, it's been like that.
But is it easier for you to say that now that you live here?
Honey, it was easier then. It's easier now. It's easier
about
every day.
I think it's easier now
because you live here.
Yeah, and it's more easier now.
Yeah, I just think women should just take charge back
just
home.
Talk
they should take control by that conversation. He hit it, so what? He hit it, so what? He hit it, I hit it too. It's the same. Like, I don't see why the whole thing is back home. Men are given that advantage to a point that it's being misused. And when you give even a dog too much control, it starts to back you.
Right.
So if you take charge of that, if women start to take control of that, when he says, I hate it, well, I hate it too.
What if you didn't?
Well,
what if he didn't?
If he didn't. Now, that's a whole total different conversation.
So how do you fix that situation if you live back home?
Okay,
if I didn't, and he said I didn't, I'll go pull his ass. We're going to have a whole different conversation. Because if you did, then you did. But if you did, okay, and they're slut shaming you over it, he did, I did, well, we both packed.
So wait a minute, you have this, sweet Christian girl that lives somewhere in Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, and out of nowhere, this guy hits on her, and he wants to have sex with her so bad, never does, but then he's walking around in a neighborhood telling everybody, oh, see that thing, I hit it.
Then
how does she handle it?
You see him, when you see him, you tell him he wish he did. Because he didn't.
Oh, and that will make him so mad.
You wish you did. That's why you
wasn't able to hit it.
You wish you had this. This is a Christian pussy. You seen a Christian pussy. You want it, and you wish you did have it. And you ain't gonna have it.
That will make him so mad because you know that way back home, if men can get what they want, they tend to have this whole headiness going for them.
It rubs their ego.
Their whole ego is bruised so bad. They're like a whole bruised dog. So, so just let him know he didn't get it.
I want y'all to remember though where y'all are and where they are. Certain things that you can do here, you can't do there. Certain things that you can do there, you can't do here. Personally, wherever, United States, Africa, if you say you hit it and you never hit it, I'm gonna get one of my niggas to fuck you up.
Wait, what? You know one of your niggas. How many niggas do you have?
When I say niggas, I mean like my male friends, my bros, my cousins. Like, you're gonna get fucked up.
Tires, do something, beat up.
If it's in Africa, you might even get slashed. Okay. Honestly, that's how I feel about it. But
$10 to go a long way. Jump up.
Even for free.
But see, it brings back to, you see, women back home. I was watching this. I have Ifeodo on Snapchat, right? And you see how she is. Everybody, I would say most people have the perception of her heroism, okay?
Right.
Everybody, but I see her to be someone who is taking charge of her sexuality.
But do you think it's because she's lived here?
Well, that plays a huge factor too.
Okay.
That plays a huge factor.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Most women back home, when they see her, the whole judgment. See,
do you think it's jealousy? Do you think it's because they wish they can be that person that can voice out, but they don't have it? They don't have the power to voice out. I do not think that,
because if y'all don't, even if it's just one person, we're only saying if y'all does name because people know of her. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the girls that they talk about that nobody knows. It's not out of jealousy.
Right.
It's out of the simple fact that that's what they're conditioned to think, that okay, this is wrong.
This
that
is so
okay,
wrong.
you
Yeah.
slept with somebody, you're not married, or you've slept with this many people. It's just for them, they've been conditioned to feel like it's wrong. So I don't feel like it's out of jealousy or anything. Though, I personally feel like I'm happy that she's able to speak her mind.
Right.
Yeah.
But then let's also remember, she grew up here. She grew up
Right.
in New York.
Right.
That's
So
Right.
Shorty speaks her mind very quick. She says
Right.
exactly what she wants
Right,
to say.
right.
If she was somebody who grew up in
Yaman
Ghana,
said- Yaman
she
said
couldn't
from
be
the
that.
streets.
Yeah,
Right.
she couldn't be that. She
Right.
couldn't say what she wanted to
Right.
say. She
Well-
would feel like, okay, she needs to protect this. There are girls out there, Haja for real, whoever, and I'm not saying that she's one of those girls, but they're not gonna say, oh yeah, and then I did it, and then so what? They know where they grew up. They know how they have to act. They know how they have to behave just because of the people that they're around, and it does affect you mentally. For someone to say that, for someone to put you down and make you feel like you're less of a woman, less of a human, because of the amount of people that you slept, mentally it fucks with you. Regardless if you're in America, regardless if you're in
Right.
Africa,
Sure.
it'll fuck with you. So just for that simple peace of mind, you keep your legs closed. Just for that simple peace of mind, you know this boy knows this boy. Oh, you don't mind this one, maybe you'll mind this one. You know, you have
a small
to. It's a
circle.
game.
Okay.
It's a whole game.
That brings me back to this question. What can we do to help these women back home? You know, take charge of their sexuality.
I mean,
What
it's
can
your
we do?
sexuality. You know what? Nobody can help you but you.
And I also
Because-
think I'm sorry not to cut you off, having shows like the Free Up
Right.
is also a
Yeah.
platform
Nobody
for
can
the
help
women.
you but you. You have to be able to say to yourself that I want to help myself before somebody can actually try to help you. Because if I'm helping you and you're not doing anything to help yourself, it's a lost cause to me. And it's a lost cause to you too, because we are wasting our time.
I agree. And I also want to say that I feel like if you are one of these girls, maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 niggas under your belt, and you don't have I'm just saying, y'all. Black belt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you don't have anything going for yourself. You can't take care of yourself. You're waiting for niggas
So
to
why
look
do you
after
have
you.
black belt and you don't have
cancel.
all those space?
It's not a good look. At least let's say you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, at least they know you're about your shit. You slept with this person, and then so what? They know you getting money though. Oh, you slept with this person,
Right.
so what? You're about your shit. When it comes to she gets things done, at least, as a woman, put yourself together, regardless of what you decide to do in your spare time, put
Right.
yourself
That's
together
true.
well.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, so
Right.
at least when they have that conversation, they'll have something else to talk about. Oh, at least,
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And then
Right.
don't let society define you.
And
You
do you
know,
guys think
don't let
that
them
women back home are close-minded?
Some of them.
Somehow, and timid.
Not the
Some
ones
of
that
them.
this generation that is coming
Oh,
out.
I'm not talking about 2000 people.
But them 1970s, them ones are close.
Watch it.
Some of y'all close, honey.
I look good, but watch it.
Girl, some of y'all close.
I am not
you're a
close.
little
Far
Do
from
not say
close.
some of y'all.
I agree.
Because
Okay.
some of y'all, some of y'all have been living with the man that you're living with. He's treating you. He's making you submissive. He's making you do all kinds of things. And when it comes to the bedroom, it's even the worst picture to even think about. But you're still there. You don't want to move because you feel like, oh, I can't leave. It's my
Maybe
kids.
because that's all
I
she
have
knows.
kids, and that's all you're used to.
And I also think society, has
Yeah.
a role to play with that. And I'm
Right.
going to speak personally. I've been married before, divorced. Hey. So, we met in church, the holy God Almighty.
Hello.
Yes. So, long story short, when I made the decision, this is not for me, I'm out of it. I married the devil. You faked it in church. The first thing that came to mind was, I taught in Sunday school. I was like a main, I helped in church. But how is the church people going to look at me? The kids that I mentor, how are they going to look? And it was all, so one night I sat down and I'm like, okay, I'm hurting right now. But I keep asking myself, the people.
Thank you.
who cares about the people?
Agreed.
You know, they don't live with me,
Right. They
but
don't
we're
know
brought up that way. You know, you're dating a guy, especially with us Africans. It's like, just like you said before, when you're seen in public walking with a guy, automatically people think, you know what, they're
sleeping.
fucked. You know, you can't even walk into a room being an African with a guy.
no.
You
And
know,
even
one of
the
my male
same
friends,
thing
I go
here.
to his girlfriend lives in another country. So, you know, when he's going to work events and stuff, I go with him. And then the moment someone calls and I'm like, oh, I'm out with my friend, we're going, oh, are y'all dating now? You dumbass. No. You know, they automatically, so with me, it was like, what is society going to think about me? You know, and then, you know, with a typical African, you know, divorce, somebody cheated. That's what they think.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm the one walking away. Number two, you know, he has this holy picture and me walking away from that. How is he going to deal with it? How am I going to deal with that? I said, you know what? Deuces, motherfucker. I am out. He went to work. He came back and there was a little note waiting for him. My ass was out. I didn't care.
Now here,
I wanted to live my life.
you didn't care because you're here. Back home, divorce stops a lot of things.
Yep.
Divorce, the way, most of the time, it's not what you know, it's who you know, who
A
you're
lot
with.
of things. And are you saying financially,
I'm
especially?
saying financially, where you want to
Cut off
move
your
to,
connections.
Yes.
A whole lot.
It cuts off a whole lot.
Okay.
True.
And the way you're looked at too cuts off a whole lot.